Hi everyone, Grada Robertson here from the Purple House Wellness Center in Fort. Every Thursday night I do a Facebook Live with you to help you feel calm and relaxed and centered in yourself. So my apologies that I was away last week, but I'm back today. Last week we were in Sydney doing a boot camp to learn a few different things about ourselves. And so today I'm back stronger than before. Tonight I really want to share with you again to get into your vertical core. Our vertical core is like you could compare it to a tube that comes through the crown chakra, which is here at the top of our head. That's where cosmic energy or divine energy enters our body. And then it flows through the center of our body. That's why it's called vertical core, like a spaghetti or a swimming pool noodle. You could visualize that through the center of our body, through our throat, the center of our body and down our legs, and connects us to the center of Mother Earth. Hi Elizabeth, good to see you again. And when we were away, I realized again how important it is for me to always just be centered. It's easy to say I'm centered when I'm in my bedroom or when I'm meditating or when I'm, doing my normal routine at work, but it's actually not so easy to be centered when we say driving through the middle of Sydney or dealing with your grandchildren or, dealing with people at work or when we feel stressed. So this is something that we need to exercise, just like going to the gym. We exercise our capacity to come back into our own body quickly, and this will be a beautiful gift to ourselves, because that means we're going to live up to our full potential, up to our soul potential. Hi everyone, it's good to see you here. So tonight I want to share with you a meditation that I actually do on a daily basis. I thought I'd actually taught all my children to do the same thing, but recently I had a bit more to do with my adult sons, who both have businesses. So they are business owners and entrepreneurs, and their lives are quite demanding because they, one of them has children, and there are business pressures, and because I can sense people's energy, I can see where their energy predominantly gets stuck. I was able to help my sons as well to free the energy flow, to free the life force, which is now also going to translate in better income for them. Because if the energy is stuck in your body and you have a business, the energy is also going to be stuck in your money flow. You're always going to find restrictions because the universe is like a big photocopy machine. Whatever is going on in our body will be photocopied back to us. And of course, I'm really proud of my sons. They work hard. They've got all their strategies in place. They approaching their business in an intelligent way. They're trustworthy. But if you don't work with your own energy, it's like, okay, you may as well put your car in reverse or something and trying to drive forward. You just make your life such hard work. So I spent time with Caleb when I was in Sydney doing an exercise with him that I'm going to share with you now. And if you do it every day and get very familiar with it, it's got a potential to turn your life around. I also did the same exercise with Joe, that's my eldest son, who is the local vet, and he's also got another business, so he's got two businesses. He definitely has he's very, very powerfully, he's got a very strategic mind. Things always have to add up for him and make sense, highly analytical, and that's been his superpower in the past. But I actually challenged him to also start to rely on his not just on his human superpowers, but also on the divine superpowers. So we all have access to divine superpowers, and you don't even need to be smart as such to open up to the divine energy, because it flows through us. That's why our nervous system, our spine, follows the same route, that flows up and down. There's all sorts of fluids in our body that flow up and down. And it's the same with us. This powerful energy comes through the crown of our head, flows down our body and connects us to earth energy, and then it flows back up. Now the secret for us is that if we want to manifest our dreams, feel calm and peaceful, we have to learn to just lean back into our body a bit and connect with the downward energy flow, rather than always shooting out of our body. When we're stressed, or we're at the airport, or we're with groups of people, we have a tendency to kind of shoot out of our body, and that makes us feel anxious and overwhelmed. When we do the opposite, and we literally bring our energy back home, we start to feel amazingly calm. So I'm going to remind you again that we have 3 chambers in our body, 3 secret rooms. The first one is behind your eyes. So I'm going to invite you now to close your eyes, lean back a bit. So lean back into your body, take your awareness into the back of your head, and behind your eyes is a second set of eyes that's called divine eyes. So with our divine eyes, we literally perceive the world differently. We perceive the world to be a softer place, kinder, gentler, more forgiving. So just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and immediately you start to feel very calm. Okay, so just connect with that space behind your eyes. Do another breath, and always focus on the out breath. The out breath is connected to the healing side of your nervous system. Relax your arms on your and now slowly drops into your heart space. So it's almost as if behind your heart is a secret chamber, and that's your vertical core that's connected to your heart space as it flows down. Now the energy of the heart is slightly different to the energy behind the divine eyes, of the divine eyes. And just see what it feels like for you, what comes up. And simply be in that space. Just keep your eyes closed and give yourself the gift of being with yourself, being home with your true essence. The energy of the heart is to do with giving and receiving, acts of service, transforming pain, transforming other people's pain into health-giving, life-giving energy. Your heart does that automatically. You don't need to think about it. That's how we are created. Okay, so that was the second room or the second chamber. Now drop further down and drop inside your pelvis. For girls, I call this the womb space, and for men, you can consider this your power base. So drop down into your power base. Okay, keep breathing into your pelvic bowl. Inside your pelvic bowl is a very powerful point. It's called the dantian. So just keep breathing into it. It's just as important for men as for women to connect with that point. So for women, so just keep breathing into it with your eyes closed and keep doing that yourself while I talk to you why this is so important. Not many people even realize the importance of being inside your pelvis. This is where the universal energy or the divine energy lands and finds its home. And when we take our awareness there, this is our third chamber, we automatically start to become very still, because this is where the universe literally comes to a point of stillness. And when we drop into it, we can literally revitalize our life force. Our life force is also our immune system. So we can start to revitalize ourselves and to rejuvenate ourselves and to stop the aging process. And our awareness of ourselves will change too, because this is literally our connection point to our immortal self as well. So martial art people know how important this point is, because they literally get their energy from inside their pelvis. And the more we practice dropping into that space behind the head, dropping into a heart space, and dropping into a pelvic dantian or home or womb space, the more calm, kind, gentle and loving we become. It's not that we aren't calm and kind and loving, it's just that our true nature most of the time gets hidden behind layers of stressors, behaviors that we don't like, and we're reacting to the world around us. But there's a whole new world inside our body, and when we go in there, I love to go inside my body. It's just beautiful, and I probably spend a good 2 hours every day just being by myself, for myself, being inside my body, and I can't get enough of it. This is where all my inspiration comes from. This is where my intuition comes from. This is where my gifts of healing come from. And this is probably also where my money comes from. So, life gets a lot easier and more rewarding and fulfilling when we are in tune with our true nature, the nature of God, which is also our own true nature. So this is where we achieve our highest vision, so where our desires come from. And by the way, if our desires are good, that means they're going to benefit us in the world. They've been given to us by God, so we call that divine inspiration. Okay, so let's go back into our womb space. Give yourself permission to go in there, or your power space. Maybe you see a little point of light in there. Just see if you see a little point of light. Now, if you're having a hard time dropping into your womb or your power center, which by the way is towards your spine a little bit, so it's more back, it's behind your, how do I say it, 2 inches below your belly button and towards the back. So just go in there and see what comes up for you. So sometimes it could bring up a little bit of fear, because we're not used to being in that space. And just start practicing during the week, looking at the world from your gut. This is where your gut instinct comes from too. Looking through your gut instincts and see what comes up for you too, because it helps you to be in alignment. So just breathe in and out again. And now drop through your power base into the center of Mother Earth and connect deeply to the center of Mother Earth. So visualize a point of light in there. In the center of Mother Earth is a point of light, just in your imagination. So hook into that, and that point is actually unconditional love. So we need to start thinking of Mother Earth as a sentient being. She gave birth to you, she gave birth to me. She provides all the materials for us to grow, and she nourishes us. And every time we take a step, she knows, she connects with our being. So just drop into the center of Mother Earth. And what I'm asking you to do is to bring your energies, your awareness down, 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 and down. This is something we're not used to doing, so just keep dropping lower and lower and lower, and bring that energy down, and then you start to feel really, really calm. So just go deeper and deeper and deeper. So I'm just going to invite you to practice this for a while. Some of you who are doing this now are experiencing quite a bit of fear, and some of the people who are sharing this exercise with me right now, they're also experiencing a little bit of pain and discomfort. So I'm just going to invite you to stay with that. Just stay in that place. Don't push it away. Don't resist it. Just be with it and allow to be with what comes up, and simply stay there. Stay in the pocket, some people say. Stay in that, make room for it. What you're experiencing now is a divine light or divine energy, which is always inside your being, but you don't always experience it and you don't always connect with it. So just stay with it. And some people who are doing this exercise with me now are also experiencing a little bit of tingling in their heart. So that's the same thing. Sometimes what that means is maybe there's a little bit of forgiveness happening in your heart, and it can be forgiveness to anyone, like to yourself or for other people, it doesn't matter. And that suddenly means there is a little bit more room in your heart, a little bit more space for peacefulness. Maybe even you get a message from your true self, and it will always be a message of encouragement and love. So just we do it one more time. So behind your eyes is a room, so just go in there, drop into your heart. You can do this real fast. Most of us are familiar with the room behind our eyes and inner heart, but now I want you to drop deeper, drop inside your pelvis. And for girls that's womb space, for men it's dantian. If you had a womb, that's where you would go. Okay, that's good. Now drop through there into the center of Mother Earth and connect with the light of unconditional love that's in the center. Now bring that back up and allow that to flow into your pelvis. And now what I want you to do is allow that to overflow. Like imagine your pelvis is a big bowl and it's overflowing now and going back into the center of Mother Earth, coming back up, overflowing, coming back up, overflowing. And keep doing that. That's how you energize and normalize and recalibrate your immune system or your life force. So just do that for a little while. Now I promise you, if you do this practice once a day, every day, you're really going to feel a lot more kindness and gentleness towards yourself, and you'll find yourself be friendlier with the people around you, and you won't be triggered or you won't be reacting as much, which is good news. And it's actually fairly effortless. You just press watch the how do you say it? You just watch this Facebook Live a few times over and over, and before long you can do it automatically, even when you're, well, perhaps not when you're driving, but definitely when you come home from work, do it, or in your lunch break. Do it as often as you can, and it's going to afford you a better lifestyle with prosperity, connection to yourself, and a deeper connection to your loved ones as well. I promise you that's what will happen. So this is my gift for you for this week, and be like my boys, my sons, who've given me good feedback already. One of them is having very vivid dreams at night, and he's feeling like a lot of forward moving energy in the business. And my other son, he's definitely a lot more calmer and relaxed and chilled out version of himself. And when I saw him yesterday, I could tell the head bubble, that was really chock-block full before, that's disappeared, and he's grounding beautifully. So I want that for you too. So you can be the best version of yourself. Okie doke. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you enjoy this, and I'm really looking forward to doing another practice with you next week. In the meantime, please let me know during the week how you're getting on. Just put some comments in the comment box. Share your experiences, because we're all in the same boat, and the silly season is just around the corner, and this is really going to help you stay centered and prosperous and set you up for the new year. Yeah, okay, thanks, Lynn. Yeah, I need a reminder myself as well every now and then, so that's why I loved sharing it. It's just a very simple exercise to do, but it's also very simple not to do, so please do it and you'll feel completely different. Okay, thank you, everyone, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Love you all. Bye bye.